So the dessert party package does cost $99 at the time of year that I am visiting. And you get the prime viewing spot that's private, and you also get obviously a range of desserts and drinks. I think it's unlimited soft drinks, and there's also alcoholic beverages. So this is Plaza Gardens. This is going to be the private viewing area for the fireworks tonight. And then just here is the castle. So you are going to have a really fantastic view. Obviously at the moment it's obstructed by this little guy here, but when you're further in there, you're going to have a really amazing unobstructed view. There's not tons and tons of space, but they don't have tons and tons of people. It is a limited event. So I'm very much looking forward to this. I think it looks like it's going to be absolutely stunning. And you might not be able to see it on camera, but as you can all see, or not see, we're going to have a prime view of Tinkerbell, which is going to be incredible. But I'm doing the post party, so what that means is I check in at 7:30 and I can pick any spot that I want, sit down on the grass and wait for the show. After the fireworks, you then go to Tomorrowland Terrace and have your desserts. They also do a pre-party, so they do it in reverse. They have their desserts first, 5 minutes before the fireworks, they come out, and then they can pick from any of the available spots that are left. It's a really good option if you have kids to do the earlier one, just because you won't be going to bed super late and you won't be having sugar super late. Whereas we'll probably be having our dessert party just after 9, and it will probably run until maybe 10. So very excited for it. They also do I think it's called the Seats and Sips, or the Sweets and Seats, I think that's what it's called, which is you actually sit down at tables on Tomorrowland Terrace, which is great because you can save your feet. I have heard that you need to get there early for that one because ideally you want to be in that first row of seats, otherwise you don't have such a great view. And the downside is it is a slightly restricted view because you do have trees that block the projections on the castle. So you can see the fireworks fine, but you might not all see all of the projections onto the castle. Whereas a lot of people told me the post dessert party is by far the best because you're getting the great view. Yes, you do have to stand for the fireworks, but you can sit in the meantime and you get to have the desserts at the end of your night in Magic Kingdom. So very much looking forward to it. And I'm really looking forward to kind of showing you what the view is like from inside and also what kind of desserts you get. Is it worth the $99? So you can actually see over here, this is the seats and suites area. People are starting to load in now. It's about 7:15, so my check-in time is 7:30, so I'm pretty much ready to go and very excited. But that is where, if you do the seats and suites, you will sit. And then if I pan over, this is kind of the view. There is a big tree, unfortunately. And then behind it is the castle. So it has just gone 7 and I've already been able to sign in. So I've got my little wristband. You can actually head over to the plaza now, or she said you can head over as long as you're there by 8:30. It's absolutely fine. So you've got a lot of flexibility. It's not like you have to get there and be in there at 7:30 and be just sat around. You can keep doing things in the park and head over there anytime you fancy. But I might go in there and have a little see, because you can sit down. So I have picked a spot where I've got a really, really good view myself. When I'm filming, there is like a light pole in the way, and to be fair, there is always things in the way because you have lampposts, you have topiary, there's always going to be something, but visually it's an amazing spot I've picked. So hopefully you'll get a glimpse of what Happily Ever After is like via the camera. course I'm crying. It was absolutely amazing. Like, this dessert party view is absolutely incredible. It was so amazing to see it in person. And yeah, I'm an absolute mess, but it was absolutely brilliant. So I have been seated, and then they've given me this, which lets people know that I have an allergy request. But actually, if you're a vegan, that's what you will get. So the coordinator has come over and she's let me know that they will make a plate up for me, but also she'll find out what things on the buffet are suitable. But the chef's going to prepare something for me. There's loads of drink on offer. I think you can drink as much as possible, and I am going to drink so much. They've got strawberry limeade, they've got pog juice, they've got unsweetened tea, they've got water, milk, weirdly, tea, coffee. They have a bar that has wines, beers, champagne. They also have non-alcoholic apple cider, which is very funny because in the UK cider means alcohol. But in America, apple cider is not alcoholic and hard cider is. So I think I'm going to actually try that. I'm assuming it's going to be like appetizer, but I don't know. I'm very excited to try all the drinks. I'm obviously getting a pog juice. I'm starting with the strawberry limeade. Got to try this apple cider that's not cider. Very exciting. Okay, I've got to say, I'm loving the idea of having just a drinks buffet. So I've now got some pog juice and I've got this non-alcoholic cider. So let's see what this is like. Yeah, it tastes exactly like appetizer. It's just fizzy apple juice. So the lovely coordinator has just brought my desserts, and she has let me know that this one is like a lemon cake. This one is a banana chocolate chip. These are just some little cookies. I think they probably enjoy life. This is some oatmeal chocolate chip cookies that are homemade. You get a raspberry sorbet and you get some sour gummies. She also let me know if there's anything you want more of, they will happily go and get you stuff. I think they'll even box stuff up for you to take away. I've already bought my Ziploc bags because I was like, I've paid for these desserts, I'm taking them away. These homemade cookies sound incredible. They smell so good. So I'm just going to go and get a little spoon for my sorbet, and then I'm going to start trying. Okay, so let's start. Let's go with the raspberry sorbet because it's had a little bit of time to melt. That's nice. It's got a flavour of raspberry, but it's not tart. So it's like a really nice raspberry sorbet, but it's one of those things you have to eat quickly in Florida because it's going to melt. Okay, I'm very excited to try one of these little gummy sweets. Oh my god. The one I just had was cherry. Cherry is probably one of my favourite flavours. They are really good. I wouldn't say they're sour, but they're really good gummies. Let's try the little cookie, which I think are probably the Enjoy Life ones. They're nice. They've got a good flavour. They're not like soft cookies. They're more like crunchy cookies. Well, they do have a really nice chocolatey taste. Let's try the banana bread with chocolate chips. I'm not a banana person really. Although on this trip I had a sneaky banana put into a cupcake and I actually really liked that. So maybe I'll like this. That is really, really good. You get the subtle banana flavour, but it's really nice, it's sweet. You get loads of cinnamon flavour and a little bit of chocolate. Like, that is really good. I think I'm going to take that home for breakfast because that feels like something that would be very good for breakfast. But I love that, that's really good. Okay, let's try the lemon. And I think it's got like a raspberry drizzle. Okay, cheers. That's really, really nice. The lemon comes through really, really lovely. Like, both the cakes aren't particularly dry because sometimes vegan cakes can be a bit dry. These absolutely aren't. They're both really, really good. The problem is, this is quite a lot for one person, so I'm glad I've got my Ziploc because there's no way I would be able to eat all of this on my own. But it's good that you can take away. But everything I've had so far I've really liked, and the thing I'm most excited for are these homemade cookies. They look super tasty, so let's go. They taste homemade, which is really, really nice. They've got kind of that oaty flavour because they are oatmeal, little chunks of chocolate in. They're actually quite nice and thin as well, which is good. And I like all of this. There's not one thing I'm like, oh, that's not so good. Like every single thing is really good. So it's really nice to know that if you're a vegan or if you have allergies and tolerances, you can get the allergy plate. You get loads and loads of food. Like when you see the buffet, you think, oh my God, there's so many choices. But realistically, you can only eat so much. So I think this is a really good portion size because I absolutely would not be able to finish this. So do see if you can get it boxed up, or be like me and bring Ziploc bags so that you can enjoy them the next couple of days during your trip. And I have to say, this dessert party has been incredible. The view was next level amazing. Being able to sit beforehand was great. They also had cast members doing trivia, so it was super fun. The desserts have been great. The fact you get so many drinks is awesome. Like, I would do this every single time I come to Disney World now. I cannot recommend it enough.